today I've got a bit of a special video for you all. First of all, a nice 7-kill win in Firestorm, highlighting just how many damn people are camping in this game mode at the moment, at least in solos anyway. And secondly, well, I'm always looking to give back to the Battlefield community in really any way that I can, and today, thanks to our sponsor Nvidia, I've got something absolutely insane to give away to one lucky person. Last week I took delivery of an extremely heavy box. What's in the box, you're probably asking? Well, it's another box. A wooden crate to be precise. Hey, that kind of looks like an ammo pack from the Battlefield games that we're used to seeing. And it kind of looks like one of those strong boxes in Firestorm as well. I wonder what could be inside it. Well, with this package coming from Nvidia, I bet some of you have already tried to guess what it is, but even I was blown away when I lifted up the lid. This is a custom-built Battlefield 5 World War II era-inspired ammo crate PC, and holy crap, it's an absolute monster. Now, this work of art was created by the extremely talented team at BitTech. Alex Banks was the one who created it, and the parts, the look, the feel, the aesthetics, all of that was chosen by the community. People voted for different things via social media posts and different polls, and then this is the final result of that. So let's run off the spec list. We've got an RTX 2080 Ti graphics card in here, that's state of the art. An Intel Core i9 9900K CPU, again, state of the art. 32GB of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM running at 3200 MHz, 2TB of solid state storage, and 6TB of hard drive storage. More than any gamer is ever going to need. And all of this is connected to an Asus ROG Maximus Z390 motherboard. This thing is as good as PCs get right now. It's been custom water cooled as well. I should have mentioned that at the start. This is custom liquid cooled. There's pipes everywhere and they all lead back to a hidden reservoir behind the PC, and the entire thing has been built directly into the wooden crate using panels to hold all the parts in place. It's just an absolute unit, and it weighs a freaking ton as well. Now, of course, with the PC using a liquid-cooled RTX 2080 Ti, the person who ends up winning this PC, they're going to be on the bleeding edge of graphics. The Firestorm gameplay in the background, that was recorded using a 2080 Ti at 1440p resolution, and you can see the FPS that we're pulling in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, around 120, 140 FPS, which, on a map like this, being so large with so many different things to render, that's pretty insane if you ask me. Firestorm being a battle royale, you want the best performance possible, so I have turned down some of the settings. Most of them are on medium to low, and that's in order to squeeze as many frames as possible out of that graphics card. In regular multiplayer, however, things are a little bit more relaxed, and that 2080 Ti can take advantage of ray tracing and DLSS, deep learning super sampling, to improve visual quality and make things look lovely and sparkly. Ray tracing renders light in real time and it shows off all those reflections, and DLSS uses AI to improve visual quality, and recent updates have improved its performance already in Battlefield 5. And the RTX 2080 Ti also takes advantage of Nvidia's new NVENC encoder, which is important if you want to stream games to Twitch or YouTube or Mixer. This new encoder is also present in the GTX 1660, the 1660 Ti, the RTX 2060, the 2070, and the 2080 as well. So if you can't afford a 2080 Ti, then there are a host of other options that you can use if you want that new streaming technology. Right, that's a lot of information and a lot of lovely shots of this just incredibly insane PC as well. It's time to launch the giveaway. As much as I'd like to keep this thing for myself, I'm not sure Nvidia would be very happy with me if I didn't send it to the person who won it. There's a link down in the description to the giveaway with plenty of different ways to enter and increase your chances of winning. As I said earlier, just one lucky winner will be picked and sent the PC. and will forever, I think, hold the title as one of the most baller PC gamers out there, specifically for Battlefield 5. This thing, it's honestly incredible. Seeing it in real life, it's just absolutely awesome. And so the person who wins it, you've got something amazing. So if you want a chance to win, click that link down in the description and get yourself entered. And I'll be picking a winner in about a week's time. Okay, back to some Firestorm gameplay. I'm going to live commentate over the top of this recording. I did it earlier on in the week for like my first solo win in Firestorm, and the video did really well, and you guys seemed to respond really well to that, so I thought I'd do a little bit more here. Now, you joined me sort of halfway through the match, and I've spotted a couple of guys sort of edging along the Firestorm here. And I thought firing a few shots would like just make them panic a little bit. And I don't know whether it really worked or not, but I took a little bit of damage off them. And sometimes, when you see players that far away, but they're close to the storm, sometimes it's just worth shooting because... Oh. I forgot that guy crept up on me. I forgot about that. But yeah, sometimes when you're at the edge of the storm, just firing a few shots, give them a little bit of damage. If they get consumed by the storm and they end up getting taken down, yeah, you don't get the kill, but it's one less player you have to think about. I sort of returned here because I finished neither of them off, but I spotted this guy. He was the one further over to the left. Yeah, I think here I don't actually apply the armor, even though I probably should. I'm still getting used to this mode a little bit. Still like trying to figure out decisions and stuff like that. I figured at that point I'd switch to the STG because it's just better in semi-auto, and actually switch it properly to semi-auto here, so I don't get any of that recoil kick, and I managed to take the guy down. But I don't actually think I spot the other guy again, which is just strange, and for some reason I chose to leave him, but maybe I shouldn't have done that, but hey-ho, we're 3 kills deep with just 9 players alive, and the circle is still absolutely massive at this point. There's sort of like 2 separate parts to the Firestorm map at the moment. You've got like the snowy section and then just like the normal Scandinavian woodland section, and I definitely prefer the snowy section. I just really, really like that environment, and I can't get over the fact of how good this game looks. It's absolutely phenomenal. Now, at this point here, I'm actually stalking somebody, and their footsteps like just went out of range, and the guy had just come in through the storm, and he was definitely behind me, and he sort of used this road to come in, but I never actually got like sort of line of sight on him. I never saw him, which was a little bit disappointing. And then here, I'm not fully sprinting yet because he could still be around, and I don't want to 100% give away my position, but at this point, you're going to see why I said something about campers at the very start of the video, because camping is like, it's like a plague at the moment in solos, and I understand why, because like it's only you, and if you make one wrong move then you're going to die. But it's really interesting here, like I'm sort of trying not to do what they're doing. I am moving slowly, but you'll see 2 people camping here in a second, and it's interesting how it plays out. Now you see, both of those guys were using like the bushes at the base of trees to camp in, and they obscure you so well. Like, you can be completely occluded by that cover that's there. And I understand why people do it, because like it definitely gets results. The amount of times I've been killed by bush campers in the last few days is beyond belief, but I'm starting to adapt my playstyle to sort of anticipate that people might be in these locations. And so instead of just running straight past them and then getting shot in the back, I'm now sort of moving from bush to bush, spending a few seconds in each location and then figuring out where to go next. And in that scenario, I got really lucky because the guy popped a flare. And it's like, well, I knew where that guy was, and I spotted the other guy across the way first, and I took him down. So the other guy must have been panicking a little bit, but yeah, camping's running riot in solos at the moment, and I'm sure over time it will decrease once people start to learn the map a little bit more, but I don't think it's ever not going to be a problem in solos. And I found this like mini Stonehenge here. Didn't realise this was on the map, and I think this is like the first time I've been in this section of the map, but notice how large the circle is, and we've killed 5 people, and there's 4 players still alive. And when the circle's that big, it really does play into everyone's hands that's left, because no one has to rush at this point. You can slowly move towards the final circle. So, but I'm still playing ultra cautious because I don't want to be killed by any bush campers, and especially in this scenario here. Look, like there's some loot right next to some undergrowth. You know, that's like prime bait territory there. So I played that super cautious. I looked at the bushes as I went over because I'm like, I'm not dying to this. I cannot die to this anymore. So, so yeah, I'm still being super cautious here at the moment. Just listening out for any footsteps possible. I actually go through this undergrowth because I don't want someone to be there, and I thought if I approach them, they'll probably start shooting me, and then I can shoot back. But what I really wanted was the supply drop. But look how open it is here. If anyone had a sniper, they could just take me out so easily. The supply drop didn't really reward anything. But actually, you can now see there's only 3 players alive and still a massive circle at the moment. That's just another drop coming in behind, landing in almost exactly the same location. But here we have another camper, look. Although he's not really trying to hide himself. He's just literally doing the meta of Battlefield 5. He's prone on his back, waiting to see what's going to happen. And then the final guy, he's in a vehicle. And I think at that point he thought there might be more people alive, so if he was in a vehicle it wouldn't make him like the only target, but considering I just killed the 3rd guy, he's the only guy that's left. Now I didn't want to get too close because obviously the machine gun that's on that vehicle is pretty powerful, so I just thought I'd use up some of my Panzerfaust and try and do a bit of damage against him. But then I realised the Firestorm was coming in and I had to make the move. And also this actually paid off for me here because now the vehicle doesn't have line of sight on me. And I figured that he wouldn't want to come off the road with his vehicle because this is just like way too bumpy and like anybody could be hiding anywhere. So it's kind of played into my hands a little bit, but I'll let the final part play out because I think it was kind of a good finish. I was aggressive, but not too aggressive. He brought his vehicle into the final circle. I have no idea why he decided to do that. Maybe it was just from intimidation or something like that, but it didn't quite work out so well for him. Pretty much just got to finish him off here. FG42, favourite gun in the game. Bam! V for victory. Absolutely loving it. Another 7-kill victory in Firestorm, and I really enjoyed that one. Played it a little bit slower pace, didn't go out into the open too much, and yeah, generally quite a good round, I think. But there you go, guys. I'm not really sure how to summarise this video because it's just, in my opinion, it's absolutely awesome. I get to give something amazing back to the Battlefield community, all courtesy of NVIDIA. So a massive thank you to them for working with me and sponsoring this video and getting this all sorted. And hopefully very soon we're going to draw a winner for this ammo crate PC. And it will go to a lovely new home where I'm sure someone will absolutely love it. But a big thank you for watching today, and make sure you do enter that giveaway, by the way. It's linked at the top of the description. Just go and get yourself involved, and you might stand a chance of winning. But until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.